the first verdict on count one, racketeering conspiracy. How do you find the defendant not guilty? And so now they'll move on to count two. Count two, how do you find the defendant not guilty? That is the sex trafficking of Cassandra Ventura. On count three, which is Mann Act transportation involving Cassie Ventura, guilty. Count four, sex trafficking of Jane, not guilty. Count five, Mann Act transportation of Jane, guilty. Oh, wow. So a mixed verdict here. Not guilty on 3 of the charges, guilty on 2 of the charges. Lisa, your reaction?
You know, as I look at these charges, man, I come to the conclusion that these people overcharged Puffy. Yeah, that's really what I come down to, man. They overcharged the guy. They threw the whole kitchen sink at him. And they did it on purpose. I feel they did it on purpose. I think they knew they weren't going to be able to get these charges to stick. This has all been, in my opinion, fam, this has all been a runaround, a money grab. This has been bring him down, hurt his reputation, make a few dollars. Imagine all the money that's been made off this Diddy fiasco, this BS. So let me get this right. A year worth of trouble. You know how many movies were made, documentaries, books, tapes, appearances? All for basically for him to be convicted of bringing somebody in town, a prostitute. Not making somebody become a prostitute. Not stretching them out, getting them hooked on narcotics or nothing. Not introducing them to the life of prostitution. Not pimping. No. But bringing a prostitute from here to over there. There was already prostituting over here. Come on over here and prostitute. And you come from there and come over there to prostitute. That shouldn't even be a crime. That should not even be a crime. I argue that sex crime ain't a crime. Now, because sex crime happen every day. And it's not a crime. What I mean by that sex, I don't mean grapes. I mean this type of like consensual whatever people do, that should not be a crime. No more than doing other things in your private settings. Shouldn't be a crime if it's among consenting adults. Who knows why people do things? People do stuff all the time. Sometimes they do stuff because they want something. Sometimes they do stuff because they feel bad about something they did. Or who knows why people do what they do. But why should it matter if it's exchange of money or not? As long as it's legal. Or not forced. That's the word. As long as it's not forced. Let's go to more common reactions. Like Megyn Kelly.
Courtroom, Sean Combs is smiling as he shook one of his lawyer's hands and turned again to look at his family. He put his hands together in prayer and mouthed, thank you at the jury. That's the right thing to say, Sean Combs. He pumped his right fist. Yep, this is exactly the right attitude for Sean Combs, who just got away with serious felonies, in my view. He's guilty as sin.
You know what's funny though about some of the conservatives? They like deciding if someone's good or bad or someone's evil. No, they like deciding if somebody should go to jail based on if they like them or not, or if they think that person is of good moral standing. But then when we bring up all the immoral shit Americans have done to Black Americans, all of a sudden they get amnesia. Yeah, see, like, you get what I'm saying? The hypocrisy. Like someone like Megyn Kelly is playing to her evangelical conservative base, right? And she's saying these things because there was some disgusting things that were said on that trial about Diddy. You know, things that, yeah, sordid, you know, icky stuff, right? You know? But there have been bad things done in society to Black Americans that Megyn Kelly would never own up to. Would say we don't deserve shit for. But one individual Black guy doing something where he spent his money. It appears with consenting adults. Oh my God, he's evil as sin and he should go to jail and justice must be served. So they really high on justice unless it's about us. Yeah, that's really serious. Justice is serious until it's time to pay the piper for Black Americans. Then it's like all of a sudden cat got their tongue. All of a sudden what happened before is in the past. All of a sudden, nothing to see here. No speaking English. Just something I want to point out. So on one hand, you got Megyn Kelly about to blow a tire in her Botox. And then on the other side, you got this. People outside the Diddy courthouse celebrating. Look like they're about to have a freak off right in front of the courthouse in celebration for Diddy's, verdict. Crazy, fam.
I know what she gonna do, y'all.
He is hitting her with baby Johnson's Johnson.
Best friend.
Now this guy's gonna put it pretty well. Look what my man says here. These shirts. Check this out.
Let up for me and kind of explain why you're giving those out. What made you want to do that?
Honestly, the shirt is self-explanatory, right? So he's in here for doing this, right? But they're trying to make you think that he's in there for this. A freako is not a RICO. What you're doing in your own bedroom is not against the law.
And that's the story of the night, right? Or of the day, fam. What you do in your privacy in your own room, your own home, unless it's hurting someone, unless it's against people's will. I remember back when it's funny, I remember this. I was talking to Mrs. Black about it, and I had a feeling last night. I said, you know what, babe? I don't think they're gonna get him. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get the heavy charges, because think about it like this. I mean, I have not watched a lot of reporting about the trial, but never once did I hear people saying they were held against their will. Like they couldn't leave. Remember Rick James? Rick James and his girl, somebody had him tied under the bed or something for a week or something and couldn't leave or something like that. Like there was no stories or testimony where Diddy was like holding people hostage. You know what I'm saying? Now I heard about Kid Cudi's car. I heard about that, but I'm talking about like, as regards to the case that they, what was being brought. So I say, I just got a feeling, man, it's not he's going to be free man at some point. Because I don't think they proved it. I just don't think that's what the evidence showed. That's not what I heard from all the testimony, what I was hearing secondhand. Once again, I haven't been listening like that. But and last thing I say about it, fam, is we got enough brothers in jail. We the number one incarcerated country in the Western world and the number one incarcerated of Black men. And I don't think we need another brother in there. And I think having another brother in jail is not going to change Hollywood or the music industry. Right? Now, whatever Puffy's doing, if it is illegal, I hope he learned today that he could go away forever, that he got a get out of jail free. He got lucky. I guess. I don't know how much time he's going to get because he was convicted. But first offense, it'll probably be something light. I think it's suspect to people that are saying they wish he got more time. They wish he got convicted of something more serious. Why would you wish that? Why would you want to wish that he was human trafficking? I don't wish that. I don't wish that was happening to anyone. I don't wish that was what he was doing, and I don't wish that was the reality, right? You just found out he wasn't. Isn't that good? But see, that's why I wonder, like, what are these people on, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they really rooting for? You're supposed to root not to have that be the case. You're supposed to root that he wasn't taking advantage of people to that extent. You're supposed to root for that not be the case because you don't want that to be the case. Right? That's how I look at it. But see, some people got different motives. My motives a just justice. I hope whatever's just happens for those victims. Cassandra Casey, she got, what was it, $20 million? She good. I think she good. We'll see what happens with the verdict, or I'm sorry, with the actual sentencing. How serious that is, how serious it isn't. Once again, man, Hollywood and the music industry are going to music industry and Hollywood just like they've been doing. And having one less black man there or having black man locked up, one guy, is not going to change the disgusting ways that people move with money and power and the disgusting things people do to get access to that, to get access to fame. That'll never change. I remember I had actor Bill Duke on the show back when Juicy Smollett was on trial for his antics. And Bill Duke, man, he said, man, Hollywood is driving you crazy. It makes some people do crazy things to get an opportunity. You know, it'll eat you up and chew you out. And ain't no love. If you want love, you better go be a florist or work with animals or something, because Hollywood don't love nobody. You fit a cast, you fit a role, and once you age out, they done with you. You think it was you, but you matched a character. You fit a mold. You're a commodity, and once you're no longer useful, on to the next. That's Hollywood. That's what they do, and I'm pretty sure the music industry is just as cutthroat, because it's 100 people standing behind you that can do what you do enough where they don't need you. So yeah, it's the industry, Johnson. It's the business. It's the world. It's what it is. It's everything. It's not just Puffy. It's not just Diddy. Right? Last thing, and I'm going to end it here, fam. Don't fool your damn self. There's dastardly, horrible, horrific, degenerate shit going on right now as I speak. Probably on your street, on your block, in your building. Okay? And it'll be somebody who don't own a record company or record label. It'll be somebody who maybe manages a Arthur Treacher's or a KFC. I don't even think they got Arthur Treacher's no more, man. You know, a Wingstop or a Burger King, a McDonald's or something. You know what I'm saying? And he hold that over somebody's head, and somebody's trying to get overtime. He like, you want some overtime? I might be able to put you on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you got to act like you want to be put on the schedule. It's happening all the time. And I don't care if it's music industry, it could be the life insurance industry, Wall Street, banking, a doctor's office, an exologist, x-rayologist, an anesthesiologist. There's a teachers union. There's people taking advantage. The Plumbers Association. There's always, if there are people, am I making myself clear? If there are people, there are scumbags. And where there are scumbags, there will be people using their power to get what they want. And you think getting rid of Puffy gonna change that? It ain't. That being said, may the victims of any violence, anything, may you find peace. Because this system right here, man, this system is garbage. It is pure, utter garbage. Perfect. You made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you. Now, Google thinks this next video is going to be perfect for you. It's right up your alley. So click the next video, watch that with me, and let's keep this politics going. You're built for this.